Greetings, my fellow YouTubers and everyone out there that's watching. I'm Dole, aka the Big D, of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Now, while I said I wasn't going to continue this until this weekend, but I changed my mind. I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to go real easy on my ranking list of flicks from every year since I have been born. And this one's going to be a two-parter. It'll be 2003 this time. I'll do the first half, but I don't know when I'm going to do the second half. Maybe tomorrow or maybe Friday. I don't know when, because I'm still going to plan to do some reviews on some of the Child's Play movies, and also I will do some reviews on the Toy Story series should I go see Toy Story 4, alright? Okay, now on with my 2003 flicks. Coming in at number 20 is, this one's pretty underrated, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. This would be the last film we'd see Sir Sean Connery in to this date. And it's based on the British comic book series of the same name. Though despite the film kind of wasn't well received, it did okay in the US though. It also has a great cast including Peter Wilson, Tony Curran, Stuart Townsend, Shane West, and Richard Roxburgh, plus a lot of others. You can see casts from various types of old stories like Alan Quatermain and Dorian Gray, Tom Sawyer, Captain Nemo. Believe me, the list goes on. But I'd say if you're into maybe some pretty cool stuff, like maybe monsters and stuff, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, you'll see that character in Vampires, which is Pia Wilson's character of Mina, but I forgot what her last name was though. But I think you really like it. It's very underrated though, but it's still a fun flick though. Next at number 19 is Something's Gotta Give, starring Jack Nicholson, Diane Keaton, Keanu Reeves, Amanda Peet, and Frances McDormand. Now this movie was pretty big. I love this movie. I kind of go on and off from this movie for some parts, but I liked it for some reasons, because it's about this old guy who's in love with this young girl, and well, now he's got his eyes set on her mom. Oh boy, it's just absolutely hysterical. If you've not seen this, I would recommend you watch this. It is good. Next, at 18, I'm sorry to disappoint y'all, this is so low. I've only watched this maybe a couple times, but it's still a good holiday flick, and that movie would be Elf with Will Ferrell and let's see, James Caan and Bob Newhart. I'm gonna say this isn't too bad of a movie. I mean, we get introduced to Buddy the Elf, played by Will Ferrell. This was pretty funny, but I'll give it another chance. You can count it, okay? Anyway, it's still fun though. Next at number 17, this is so low because it was just kind of mixed and what have you. Had, I don't know. And that would be The Matrix Revolutions, the third chapter to The Matrix Reloaded, which you'll see where that winds up in part 2. Because I've got it in the top 10, but the third and final chapter's a little low. It's good, since I've only watched it once or twice. It's good, but it does have a few, well, moments. But it's been a long time since I last saw it. I had intended to, but I just wasn't quick enough. But anyway, Keanu Reeves and the rest of the cast we see in the previous movie and even the first one, we're good though. Next at number 16, I hope I don't get controversy for this one. And this is another underrated film, and that would be What a Girl Wants, starring Amanda Bynes, along with Colin Firth and Kelly Preston. This movie's very underrated. It's about this teenage girl after hearing the same story from her mother on her birthday every year. Here's about her mom meeting this British dude, and after they went their separate ways for a particular reason, which I will not reveal. Anyway, this girl named Daphne, that's Bond's character, wants to go to England to find her dad. Yes, because, her mom married the British dude, and, now he's already married now. But once Daphne's there, the fun begins. She turns England upside down in a way. Even her dad's life. I gotta say, you need to see this movie. Believe me, I loved Bond's performance in this more than I liked of her in Big Fat Liar the previous year, which of course was on my honorable mentions on the previous ranking of 2002 flicks. I do love this movie for obvious reasons, but I might review it sometime. I don't know when, but I will. Next at number 15, this is a movie I just did a review a week ago on Father's Day, and that's Daycare with A. Murphy, Jeff Garlin, Regina King, and Steve Zahn and Angelica Houston. Now, I like this movie for obvious reasons. It's very funny. It's cute in some parts, and I just loved it. I mean, A. Murphy really is funny. So is Jeff Garlin and Steve Zahn. They were a great comedic team. Enough said. But the kids were also pretty good too, and pretty funny too. You need to see it. Although I didn't care much for Day Camp, I only saw a little bit of it, but I didn't think it was good. Next, at number 14 is Anger Management with Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson. Now, this movie is absolutely funny. Marissa Tomei's in it. She's pretty good. I really love the performances we get from Sandler and Nicholson. They were an absolute comic team. Oh boy. Really cool. But what really surprised me was I actually get to see Lynn Thigpen, who I knew best as the Chief from Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego and Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego, the two game shows that PBS aired in the 90s. Well, this would be her last performance. She was the judge in the movie. This was a big surprise. Wow. Incredible. I really was surprised to see her. I mean, although she passed away shortly after, about maybe a few months after she finished filming this. But anyway, Anger Management is absolutely hysterical. You'll love it if you haven't seen it. Next, at number 13 is Freaky Friday with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. Now, this managed to become an even bigger hit for Lohan, even though she had already starred in the remake of The Parent Trap, as well as the Disney Channel movie Life Size with Tyra Banks. Still, I do love this version. While I now have more love for the original one with Jodie Foster and Barbara Harris, which I have already reviewed. I'll probably review this, but however, I think I'd much rather see this one as well than the 1995 TV movie, which is still good though. Heck, I'd watch that over the more recent remake from last year, which I wasn't too thrilled with it though after seeing its previews. Sorry. But this remake just took the cake. Lohan is absolutely great in this. Oh boy. Jamie Lee Curtis is great too. Next at number 12, I wish this was higher, but I'm sorry it's a little low, and that's Daredevil with Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner, Michael Clark Duncan, Jon Favreau, and Colin Farrell. Well, although I have yet to see the now defunct Netflix series, which I've heard is better than this, and I'm an understanding person, but I loved the Daredevil movie. It was awesome. Ben Affleck was real good as the title character. Michael Clark Duncan, he's good, but as Kingpin, Probably not like Vincent D'Onofrio is in the TV show. I think I've heard he's pretty good on that. But anyway, and Jennifer Garner, I loved her performance as Elektra, which I do like that movie, but not much anymore. But anyway, Daredevil's great. I do love the music to it, like Bring Me to Life, which was the breakout hit from Lil Rock's own Evanescence, which that was a real cool band. That got me introduced to them. Oh, it was really good, actually. Bullseye, Colin Farrell did a pretty great job on that character. Yeah, especially when he just tells the Kingpin the one thing he wants. I want a bloody costume. I'll be reviewing Daredevil sometime. You never can tell. Okay, and finally, number 11 is Bringing Down the House, starring Steve Martin, Queen Latifah, and Eugene Levy. Plus, there's also Missy Pyle, Jean Smart. See, Kimberly J. Brown, I think? Yeah, Kimberly J. Brown, sorry. Angus T. Jones before doing 2.5 Men. And let's see. Joan Plowright and Betty White. Anyway, this movie's very funny. I loved it. I mean, Queen Latifah was such a crack up in this. I mean, Eugene Levy's funny too. Steve Martin is as well. Oh, when I first watched it, I didn't think it was going to be good, but when I watched it, it was hysterical. And believe me, especially when Charlene, which is Queen Latifah's character, goes after Missy Pyle's character for making fun of her at the resort. Like, well, I'm gonna get you, sweet twig. You're gonna be seeing a lot more of me. Oh boy, that was the fight they have in the restroom changing room was fun. I just laughed my head off. Woo! Well, what did you think of these here 10 movies? Are any of these your favorites? Please feel free to let me know in the comments section. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2 of this, which I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I will. And stay tuned, I will have a review coming up, but I won't tell you what it is, though, okay? You'll be surprised when you see it. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.